everyone, it's Nancy. Today I wanted to do something a little different, and I thought maybe you might be interested in making one for, one of your friends or send as Happy Mail. I had seen this idea from Shana from Shanuka Art. I was looking through some of her older videos, and she made a cute little envelope notebook type thing. And she had a cute fairy image on there, and she had like dyed flowers coming out, and it was so cute, but the idea of it was really cute. And so I thought, oh, I want to make one, and look at these gorgeous envelopes. These are from the Papersource. Remember when I told you I went to the store, and they have a whole wall of every color that you can imagine, with envelopes, matching papers, and I don't know what else, invitations, like everything. And when I saw these, this is like a grape, and that's more like a lavender or lilac, I had to have them. I at the time, I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I thought they'll go in journals, I know that, and I just needed to make them, to do something with them. So I thought I got, let's see how many came in here. I think 10, 2, 4, yeah, you get 10 of these. These are 5x7s. Well, yeah, like 5 1/4. So technically a 5x7 card would go in there. And 10 of them, I think it was $7, not counting tax. So maybe close to 8 or something, 7.5. But I treated myself and got these 2 gorgeous sets of envelopes. So anyway, I took one of these and made this journal, and I am using for this project, I already had Ruby and Pearl Heather from Ruby and Pearl, her Violet. It's a kit named Violet, and it's got all these luscious colors and papers in here. And I think it's just gorgeous. So that's what I used to make this, with the exception of one piece. That this piece here is from the other kit I bought, Donna from Twisted Paper Studio. She has a new kit. It was called, oh my goodness, maybe, was it called something Violets too? I'm going to probably use both kits together, but just this one page came from the other kit, but everything else I used in here is from Ruby and Pearl. And it's just an envelope kind of folded in half. I'll show you. It's really easy and quick. I glued some seam binding on there. I made a little signature in there. There's a signature, and the 2 envelope sides are pockets, and then I stuffed them with pieces. So I will show you what to do. I stuffed another piece of that. This is the other paper that I had gotten from Papersource. It was made, it says made in Italy in there. Yeah, paper made in Italy. So I cut a piece of this, and it's real nice paper too. It's real pretty. And then I stuck in there one of these. I had a pad of this. I think somebody gave it to me. So I looked through my stash to see what I had. And then I have here a purple dyed index card, and I stapled a vellum butterfly on it. And this is from Jacqueline. Remember, I usually get my dyed papers from, and she has live sales on her YouTube. Lovely's. Oh, why do I always forget, Jacqueline? I'm so sorry. I always forget the name of your but I'll put it in Lovely's Crafting Cottage, is it? Oh, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that. I am so sorry. But anyway, she doesn't have any live sales come until February 21st on her channel. And I will link her channel below. But this came from her shop. So that was in there. I had that in there, and I stapled it on the edge. So the front pocket is shorter than the back pocket, and that's to accommodate layering, real pretty layering of papers or whatever you decide to put in there. So let me get that back in there if I can without, there we go. So this goes in there with those 3 papers, and then I have, and see how you can see it peeking out and the butterflies out there. Okay, like that. And then you could see the back pocket has something in it. So the I covered the inside. I put a tag in here. I had these. I think my friend gave it to me a long time ago. I don't remember, but I just had them. I thought I'd put it in there. Oh, this little envelope is from Donna, Twisted Paper Studio, her new kit. So this envelope is too. I apologize. I did use that envelope. And then in the back pocket, I made one of my painted papers. So I folded it up and I thought, well, that looks real pretty sticking out of the back pocket. And then, you know, you could put something else back there. I could make a little tag in there, but see how it sticks out? So when you fold it, you see the layering. And I just put these bigger seed beads onto I use DMC floss just to sew that little signature in there. And then I have a little hand-dyed seam binding on the paper clip on top, which I just realized I didn't pull a paper clip out, but that's okay. And then I glued something on the back. So it's just a sweet little mail, a sweet little journal. You can even put it in your purse or whatever. So, and it's pretty flat too. It depends what you put in it, but it's pretty flat. So you can definitely get this in a mail. You might have to put extra postage, but it will go in there. Okay, so enough of that. So I'm going to make one. This one I made out of this color. I'm going to make one out of this color now. So let me get my stuff out here and I'll show you. I'm going to take this envelope. I would imagine, you know what, you can use any envelope. You can use any size, bigger. I don't know how much smaller you could do, but you probably could. Any color. You know, when you get greeting cards, save the envelopes. Like I have yellow, pink, I have every color, blue, you know, the kind of, even if you bought some envelopes from the Dollar Tree, the cards are 50 cents, you know. If you found one that you liked, you could just buy yourself a card. And Hobby Lobby, and I think other places have pretty envelopes too, but since I was there, I couldn't pass them up. Okay, so let me put this over here to the side. So the first thing you want to do, oh, and I would think you could use one of your junk mail envelopes too and grungy it up and make it like a grungy thing. I think any envelope would work, but you know, I had to do this one. I had to. So the first thing you want to do is seal the envelope normally. So I'm just going to use some glue here. If it comes out, oh my goodness, already. I guess I need to try to check this before I start my video, huh? This might have, I haven't used it in a few days. I had problems with my computer. I almost thought it died. I almost thought I needed a new computer. I couldn't get it on. And I was a little, I'm not going to lie, I was a little upset because I thought, I need my computer. I need it. I can't do anything without it. We become so dependent on them, don't we? So couldn't get it. I couldn't turn it on. So I'm just sealing this up like this. That's the first thing you want to do. So I thought, well, I have to take it to Best Buy and see. Maybe a nice young man can help me with it. And I got there. And I told it was a teenage boy, I told him, and he just did this and that, and it was fine. I said, well, what happened to it? He said, well, it's just a black screen. It happens once in a while. He says, you just got to do this and that. But if it happens often, like a little more often, then you might want to look into a new computer because it's 4 years old. I said, well, how long do these computers last? He said, oh, usually 6 years the most. I said, oh, great. Okay. Oh, there's a gnat in here. I apologize. Well, gnat's going to join us here. Okay, so anyway, glue your envelope shut. And then what I'm going to do is just fold it in half. Real easy so far, right? Super easy. And I will link Shana's, I'm looking for my bone folder. I will link the video that gave me the inspiration below, because the one she did with the fairies on there, with the die-cut flowers and everything, that's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. But just the base idea I thought was pretty good. Now, what she did, which I didn't do on this one, I used my tear ruler to tear the ends open. She wanted hers to be more rustic or looking, and I think it lends itself to her design that she did that. But I don't feel like I want to do that. I think I want to use the tear ruler. So the front here, the front cover, you want this to be a little shorter than the back. But first we are going to open up the back. Now where did I put my tear ruler? Okay, it's under here. I got it. So you could either rough hand tear it, which I think is cool too, but I'm just going to take off enough here, and you're going to use a little extra strength because it is an envelope. And I am going, and these envelopes are really quality envelopes, so, and I would save that because you never know where I would add that, so I'm not throwing that away. Nope. So there's that. I got that open, and I like that. But this, the front has to be a little shorter. I would say probably, since I tore off that like 1/8 of an inch, maybe, I'm going to say I want it to be, well, here's the back. See, I want it to be, I'm going to take off maybe 1/2 inch. I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to eyeball it and take off 1/2 inch, but I have to open this up to do that. Right, got it. So let's take off about 1/2 inch and see where it gets us. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and I'll save this as well. So see how it's that way? And I just want to, sometimes when you seal the envelopes, somehow they just don't want to, they have that little kind of bubbly section up here, but that one seems to be okay. I think the thinner envelopes might be easier, but I'm not sure. And then I think, did I do that? Yeah, I did. I'm trying to look about how much I ripped off. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so now the next thing I wanted to do was figure out a signature. So depending on what you ripped here, obviously it's not going to go past here. So from the crease in is like 3 inches. So that means for me, I would probably do, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you have all these things sticking out here. So since this is 3, I'm going to say I want to have my pages 6 inches. And this way I'll fold them in half. And then I'm going to have them about 5. So 5 inches tall by 6, folding them in half. And so here are my papers, because I didn't want to just sit here ripping papers. So I have like a dyed lilac paper. This is from Jacqueline's shop. A piece of digital, coffee dyed, avocado dyed, and another coffee dyed paper. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I have 6 here, but I would say no more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 or 6. I wouldn't go further. So I did measure, and it doesn't even matter that, like in a regular journal, you might want to have them all the same, or as you put them in the middle, they get longer. I like that look. I'm okay with that, and I think for this little thing, it's fine. So I did do mine 3, so that'd be 6 inches, which I folded in half, so it's 3. And then mine were just a little shorter than 5. So it's your own private measurement, right? So I have a little space on the top and bottom, you see? And when I fold it, those are going to show too, and that's fine. I like that. So I would pick just some papers to go in there, and then I am going to sew this on camera. Now, do I want to sew this on before I decorate or after I decorate? I don't know. I think the other one let's just decorate first, and then I'll sew this in, okay? So here's the cover. And I'm looking through my papers here, and I was kind of looking for a focal point. Like on this one, I did the pretty pansy, and I put a label there, and that and put something down here. I like this a lot. I might even hit those daisies, or pansies, I mean, with something like sparkle pen or whatever, but I don't know yet. I just really do like how it looks there. It's vintage, very vintagey. Okay, so I was looking through here, and we're going to use some of these to put inside the journal. I like that there's all different shades of purple in here. And on one of these pages, I spotted this little picture here of these ladies, maybe friends. And I thought, oh, that's really small, but I could use it. But then I kept going through the digital here. Let me just kind of show you what's in it. So beautiful. All different shades. Look at, I know they're upside down, but some of them are. But I did find, that's so pretty, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, I did find a bigger one. I was so happy. So that one's going to fit fine, and look at that. I love that. And so I said, great, I'll use that. And then look at this. It's like wallpaper. Isn't it pretty? I thought maybe one of these would work in there. And then look at this. It's like and this one here is pretty. And look at that, like wallpaper borders or fabrics or something. But I really like this. I want to rip this out, actually, because I feel like I'm going to use it in there. So I am going to do that. And I even like this too for something, but I want this piece first. So I am just going to rip that out. And then I'm going to cut around that purple piece because I feel like that might work. That might work. If I was thinking of putting it on the front and then maybe wrapping it around to the back. We'll see how it's going to look. But, you know, once you get your envelope and pull out some papers, I mean, you can just put anything you want on it. You can put anything on there. So, all right, I think I'll tear it off and see how that goes. And I'm going to save these for something because it's a pretty color. It's like avocado background on there. So let's get that. And then here, I'll probably just kind of just leave that part on there like that. Okay, now, so I don't know. We'll see. I like this. I really like how this looks. So let's get this picture off of here and this. I'm going to take the picture off first. Let's see how that works. I'm not sure how far to go down. I guess I'll take that off. There. So I hope you're all doing well. I am well. I sound kind of nasally. I don't know. I have a stuffy nose, but I feel fine. I don't get it. I can't tell you where it got it from. Don't know. It's not even a runny nose. It's just a stuffy nose. Oh. And then I can even hit that a little bit with Vintage Photo. Because it is an older picture. And I thought this was so pretty. It just, like, you can give it to a girlfriend. Because to me it looks like friends. With their pretty dresses and their hats on. She does have a hat on. It's probably dark for you to see. And she's got they have beautiful flowers tied at their waist. It's just beautiful. And I think, oh, look at that. That's really pretty, isn't it? So then, you know what? This could even be here. This could just even be part of what's in here, I think. Just across there. because I really don't want to cover up too much of that envelope because it is gorgeous. But I don't mind putting some of this in here, so I think that's what we're going to do first. I love it. Glue that in there. And I got a pretty piece there. So let's get that on. And I have my, what do I have here? Seedless preserves to kind of go over the edges here. What else do I have? I have no lavender too, but this one's working fine. Okay. I just wanted to do a fun little project, you know, I just wanted to do something different because we are doing our collages and I am loving that. And then, see, I'm making this video, this is before Amy starts her challenge, so that's why I haven't, and I don't know when you'll see this video because I don't know if I told you I am having to go out of town for a couple days this week. So I'm making a couple videos to maybe, you know, put up while I'm gone. So at this point I'm making this, and this is Sunday. So I'm not sure what Amy's going to do yet with her challenge or her 50 stack challenge or her calendar challenge. So, but this is something that I wanted to get done and do because I think it's super pretty. That's a pretty middle, don't you think? Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm having a purple thing happening, girls and guys. I just need to work with purple for a while. So now see, I love how that looks out there. So I want to do something like this on the cover. And I could put a little bit of something, even this writing here would be pretty on the bottom. What I like about her pages, how she puts them together, it's you can, you know, just take pieces and rip them off and use them to just make your own. Oops, I ripped into that picture. But look at that. I think this real pale writing looks real pretty on here. And I just want to get the torn edge look here. So I'll do that. And we can put that there. And then I'll take it off here. Okay. And I think I'll use the vintage photo on this a little bit. So the fun part is, I mean, it's so easy, but the fun part's just kind of decorating it. I'll put that on first. So how's everybody doing on their collaging? I hope you're still enjoying it. I think it's super fun. See, I like that on the bottom there. And then, so I'm going to glue that on there. I still want to see some of that purple up there. So let me get this glued on. And I think I'm going to glue on some seam binding on the edge. I like that, but I might have to do that at the end because that has to dry and won't be able to work inside if I don't wait to the end. So let's get their picture on. Here. See how that looks. Yep, that looks good. Like that. And I have some hand-dyed seam binding here that I will gather and glue on there when we're done, but not yet. Not quite yet. So what else? Oh, so sorry for the loud noise. These glue sticks, that one's a big one. I'm gonna put this on there. I don't know why, I just will. Oh, you know what I wanted to put? This is also something I got from Jacqueline, some dyed gauze, or muslin, whatever. I think I want to put a piece of that on there too. Let's see if I can get a piece cut off or ripped off. Let me work on this end. I think that would be pretty there. Let me just, scissors. Let me just cut this end off here, the straight edge. I can't rip it. Okay, so let's cut it. So yeah, you can use napkin. What else can, doily? I don't know. And I'll fray the edge here a little bit. And I thought it'd be cute down here. So I'm going to give it a cut again here and get a piece off. No, it doesn't want to tear. Okay. No tearing. Okay. All right, I think a piece of that on the front is perfect. And I think I could just glue that there. I'm going to do that. And I think I will put it down with some fabric tack, as I will when I put the seam binding on too. Just a thin, just enough to hold it, like that. Oh, I like that. And then since I have it out, this was stuck on something, wasn't it? I had it, but I thought it was cute. So I'm going to put it on here, right about there. Here, right about here. Okay, just some cute little something on there. Okay, so that's good. All right, and like I said, I will probably put on some of this like I did on this one here. I'll probably put a ruffle down there like that. Maybe even something else, we'll see. Okay, so then we have the inside right now done. And on the back, I really do like that on the back. So I think I want to put that pretty picture on the back. So let's get this torn off. I'm just kind of seeing where I'm at here. And I do want to see the purple envelope, so I like that ripped edge. It's a little, just a smidge too big, just a little bit. I'll take just a little bit off because I like this edge too. That should work. I will get this with my vintage photo. I can open it up here. I think it'd be fun to use one of your junk mail envelopes, because then you could kind of collage over it really good and really grungy it up, right? That's pretty though. I like that. I love it. Okay, that's got to go on there. Let's get that on there. Okay. And I don't mind seeing the purple at the top. I want to see the envelope too. That is gorgeous. That is so pretty. Love that. I'm just looking around to see what else I have. But okay, so we have the inside done. We have our pockets now. I think I am ready to sew the signature in. So let me cap my glue up, and then we'll work on filling the pockets. Okay, so all right, my signature is here. Like I said, 5, I have 6 here. I wouldn't go more than 5 or 6, really. It's just a small little envelope. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, enough. Let's get it sewn in. Let me make a fool of myself here, sewing in this signature here. Oh my gosh, don't watch. Turn your heads. I might not be able to do this. I mean, you know what? This is so little that I'm not even doing 3-hole. I mean, you could do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but really it's so little. I was just gonna do 2 holes, and I'm just eyeballing them here. And I'm just gonna poke it straight through. There we go. And then I'm gonna go the same, eyeball the same length here. And I'm just gonna push that through. I promise I am. I want to get my finger in there. There we go. There it is. And then I already have my needle threaded with 6-ply of DMC floss, and I want the tie on the outside, so I'm going to start from the outside here, and this should go in with no problem because it's just a little old signature. Right, so there it is. So I'm going to pull it, and I have extra long ties so I can put the beads on, and then I'm just going to go out this way. See, it's really easy. You really don't need to struggle with this. Okay, now that I got that on there, I don't need my clips. And now what I would do is kind of even out my strings. So let me take the needle off, and then I will just make sure my strings are out even enough. So grab both ends, just kind of give it a pull, and then so it's tied in like that. And then on the outside, I'm going to tie it the best I can. And DMC floss is very soft and slippery, so if you want to use your regular binding thread to make it taut, you can. But I just thought for extra color, and I wanted to use DMC floss and let it be loose type thing. It's just a small little signature, so I am trying to do this two-handed here. So I am working on that. Get it as tight as I can. That's that. Okay, so I did a knot there, and then we'll do the beads in a second. So we've got that. So let's do this. This is a different type of pocket that Donna from Twisted Paper Studio has in her collection. It's just a little. It's like a little envelope pocket, I guess. I'll show you. I had to watch her put it together because I couldn't figure out, but it really is easy. You'll see how easy it is. And then I think I want to just kind of ink this up here because I don't have it printed, double printed here. So you just want a little color on that side. Okay, so then I just fold these edges in here, real easy, just along that edge. And this one, the same. And then, oh, inked the wrong edge. You want this to just fold up where these meet, that's all. And if you printed it double-sided, it's easy, but really it's not that big a deal, I don't think. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to ink that part up, not this part, not that part, this part here. So let me just run my ink just to give it some color, like that. That gets folded up, and then you just take your glue and glue up the sides here, like that. And it's a cute little tuck. And both sides are pretty, so that's why I didn't glue it in. I used one of the Tim Holtz tiny clips to put that in the book like I did. And this one, see, I just paper clipped it with a little paper clip with that tag. And I just put a little piece of this in there. I'll use some of this part here. I just tied it in there and clipped it. It's just a pretty tag that I never ever use, but I thought sure looks pretty in here. I could just tie that up, and then I'll clip it. Just like that. There we go. We've got that. We've got this here. And now we have to stuff our pockets. Okay, so then what I want to do in the back, so okay, I put this with the paper clip in anywhere in here. You can just put it here, and I don't think I pulled a paper clip out. No, I didn't. So just use, and I just wanted a paper clip that on like that. So that's something cute in there. You can stuff that, put something in there. So there's that. So then in the back pocket, I wanted to put one of my painted papers. And you can put in anything you want, anything. But I just liked how it looked, and it fit perfectly in the envelope. The page that I was using is just the right size. I didn't have to rip it. Let's see, at least I don't think I do. Let's see, I might have to take some of it off. Yeah, that's sticking out too much. So let's take some of this off. A little bit of the edge here, like that. I hope I didn't rip too much off, but I think it's fine. And I can even take a little smidge off of here, this side. Okay, now it should go in there just fine. I like the torn edge showing. Let's get that in there. Yeah, see, that fits much better. And I like that it's sticking out like that. Okay, so that's pretty already, see? So then in the front, I wanted to put another piece of this paper I got from Papersource. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. And I'm going to tear it here. Let's see how that goes. Like that. And I think I'm just folding this bottom part up to make sure it goes in there. I'm just going to eyeball it and fold this up and leave it on. So it's going to be that. If I did that straight, maybe that would work. Okay, and then this, I think I might have to cut this down too, because I wanted to put that in there. Let me tear some of this off. Okay. Might have to take a little off. Let's see. Yeah. I think I definitely will take some of this off. Let's see how that works. Okay. I'm going to put this in the front pocket. And that should stick out too, hopefully a little bit. Let's see if that's going to be good. Oh, I lost my little thing out. Okay, that's pretty. See how you can see all the colors coming? And then the last thing I want to do, put that in there for now, is take this dyed paper, and I have these vellum butterflies here, so I wanted to put one of the vellum butterflies on here, maybe this one here, and I want it to be half off the page like that. So I'm going to use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher and hopefully get that stapled on. That. We'll see how that looks. Okay, and I want that to be in here, or I can put that in front. Let's see. Yeah, that's how I wanted it. So then you can kind of see all these papers sticking out, right? And then the tag will stick out on top. And I'll paper clip that on the inside. And then on the outside here, let me clip this for now and just hold it while I tie my sides up here. I'll just hold that down. I mean, you could decorate these so many different ways, right? Tie a bow there, and then tie another bow, so it's like a double bow, like that. If I can get that to work. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's try it. Okay, and then what I did was I got these seed beads from Hobby Lobby, and I put 3 on each one. So I'll just take some out here, see if that's going to work. Just to add a little something, and then I'm going to take my needle. I know I don't want this video to be too long, but you know, I'm doing the whole project in one video, so I'm okay with that. I don't think this would be good to break up. It's just a small, oh, that won't go over my needle. Okay, I will just feed it through manually if I can, because I bought these seed beads, have the bigger holes on them. So they're pretty easy to get through, don't you think? Yeah, they're fine. Okay. I love it. I think this is so pretty. I'm going to make a few more with different, and then I tie it like in a, you know, I just kind of keep tying it to make a knot. And then what I'll do is at the end on the knot here, I will put some glue on that knot so then they won't fall off, okay? So just so you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just put one. So you just put 3 beads on each little strand, put a little fabric tack or any kind of glue on the edge there. So then here, along the edge, I wanted to glue some of the trim here along this edge. So I'm going to use my fabric tack, and I'm going to make a line of glue here. And I'm going to leave the clips on so it holds it down while this dries. So I'm just going to run a line of glue here along the edge. Like that. But you can sew something on the edge if you want. And what I'm going to do is just kind of guide it. I'm going to let it, the way it's falling, I'm just going to leave it that way. And I'm going to just kind of gently arrange it and push it down. And the glue will catch it. And it doesn't need to be perfect. See, I'm just letting it fall the way it falls. Like that. Well, it's like operating, huh? And I like it a little bit hanging over that way, and I like it a little bit hanging down off of here as well. Oh my goodness. Let me get that cut off. There we go. And I can give it a little scrunch here if I want. Like that. Okay. And then I'll finish that. So that's what that looks like. And like I said, I think it's just something sweet and pretty. Hers with the fairy on it was really, really pretty, but I think this is super pretty. Oh, I'll have to tie that better, but let me bring in the other one here too. So that's really cute. I like the little beads on there. And that's this one, made with the lighter one, and that's that one with the darker one. Different pictures, some different papers inside, and that's it. Real sweet. So I hope you'll want to try one of those and give it, give it to somebody maybe. It's really a sweet little journal to make with any envelope. So, okay, friends, thanks for hanging with me. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.